Welcome to the Steve Ames Show with guitarist Sandy Renda, pianist Mike Iannuzzi, and my special guest, entertainer Spatz Donovan. And now, on with the show. A good man is hard to find. You always get the other kind. Just when you think that he's your pal, you look for him and find him fooling round another gal. And then you rave, you even crave to see him lie down in his grave. So if your man is nice, take my advice. Hug him in the morning, kiss him every night. Give him plenty love and treat him right. 'Cause a good man nowadays is hard to find. I said a good man is hard to find. You always get the other kind. Just when you think that he's your pal, you look for him and find him fooling round another gal. And then you rave, you even crave to see him lie down in his grave. So if your man is nice, take my advice. Hug him in the morning, kiss him every night. Give him plenty love and treat him right. For a good man nowadays is hard to find. A good man is hard to find. Words and music by Eddie Green. And now here are two good musicians. At the piano, Mike Iannuzzi. And at the guitar, Sandy Renda. We're opening our show tonight with some vaudeville favorites, like this one written by Joseph McCarthy and Jimmy Monaco. So what do you want to make those eyes at me for when they don't mean what they say? They make me glad, they make me sad, they make me want a lot of things I never had. So what do you want to fool around with me for? You lead me on and then you run away. Well, never mind, I'll get you alone some night and then you'll surely find you're flirting with dynamite. So what do you want to make those eyes at me for when they don't mean what they say? So what do you want to fool around with me for? You make those eyes and then you run away. Well, never mind, I'll get you alone some night and then you'll surely find you're flirting with dynamite. So what do you want to make those eyes at me for when they don't mean what they say? Well, Sandy and Mike, as you know, we were supposed to tape tonight's show outdoors on the front lawn of my home, yes, but we couldn't do that because of the extreme heat. Yes. Boy, is it hot and humid out there. So instead, we're inside the nicely cooled, air-conditioned West 22 diner, and I bet you like that a lot.
Yes, I do. Much more comfortable.
It's nice and cool. And what's your number for tonight?
This is a Russian folk song Mike and I put together. A little different, but we played it with some pizzazz, okay, and fast and so on. We have our own little arrangement. It's called Dark Eyes.
Let's hear it for Sandy and Mike. My guest this evening is a multi-talented entertainer, impressionist, and song and dance man. And tonight he celebrates 10 years of being a guest on my show. Please welcome my buddy, Spatz Donovan.
Manic Depressive Pictures presents Meow. Hello, Springfield. Goodbye. The opening scene is arranged in Springfield, New Jersey. And what are they saying? Tan 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 tan. When it's cherry blossom time in Orange, New Jersey, we'll make a peach of a pear. I know we can't elope, so honey, do be mine. And up from the gulch comes a hunk of man. He's our hero, Cowboy Dan, a galloping, yodeling buckaroo. His horse, of course, is a baritone too. I've got that old wagon wheels inside of me. Yee-hee-hoo. I've got that old cactus in the hide of me. Yee-hee-hoo. I've got that yee-hee-hoo. The girls are delighted to hear this. Me-you-wee-yee. But where's our hero? Cowboy Dan. But where is our heroine? She is Mary Swan, tap-dancing daughter of an American juggling act who left her on the doorstep of an old English castle where she was found by Sir Basil Metabolism, who said, "Boy, Joe, me own baby, I shall raise her as me own daughter." Which she did, but she wants to tap dance, and meeting Cowboy Dan, it was love at first sight, but Sir Basil will never permit this. Never, 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 never. That's why she's eating her heart out. But through her tears, she is singing a happy little song, because she is also a conteur soprano. Chilla, 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 chilla. Whoa, chilla, 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 chilla. Whoa, chilla, 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 chilla. Whoa, chilla, chilla, chilla. She is beside herself. Ooh, her favorite position. Oh, Father, you must let me marry Cowboy Dan. He owns the biggest ranch in Texas. Bonanza. 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 Why, that's the password of the FBI. No, no, yes, yes, 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 no. It can't be. But it was. Dan rushes to Mary Swan. Well, Mary Swan, can you help me out? Can you tap out a message in code? Now this is her big chance. Now she can tap dance, which she does. But what has she done? She has betrayed her own father. Ah, but he isn't her father. Who? He's Obama. 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 Oh, a dangerous espionage spy. I can't stand it, I tell you. This is driving me sane. Wait, what is a motion picture without Karma Mamita Papita, the Bolivian bombshell? Come with me to my little village in Bolivia. So peaceful there on the purple mountains, with the lovely Lise and the shining star and the little people who live so simple and quiet. And every night, only two can hear it. This is a picture that ends in the middle for the benefit of those who came in the middle. This is the end.
Spatz, my friend, thank you for doing such a great job on that Danny Kaye song,
Skin
The
me, brother,
Lobby
skin
Number.
me.
I love the way you sang that. Nobody else does that but you.
Well, the thing is like Danny Kaye is a lost legend. He should be totally rejuvenated and looked up, and young people should take a look at these.
Absolutely.
He was so amazing. He was triple threat.
He was the greatest.
He could make them laugh, make them cry, roll you in the aisles, and pluck the heartstrings.
That's right. And I just want to mention that song that you did, The Lobby Number, was written by Danny's talented wife, Sylvia Fine.
Wasn't she amazing?
She was a great talent.
All the patter songs.
Absolutely. And that song was introduced in Danny Kaye's very first motion picture, Up in Arms, in 1944 for Sam Goldwyn.
Yes.
Now, you had the pleasure...
Dinah Shore, right?
Dinah Shore was his leading lady. Now, you had the pleasure of meeting Danny Kaye back in Orlando many years ago in the 1980s. Tell us about that.
Well, Steve, it was at a theme park in Orlando, and I, being a Danny Kaye fan, I pulled out all stops and said, "Boy, gotta go see him." So I knew somebody who was a head chef, and who had a lot of connections. So I found out where he was going to be, and I got through the gate and this area where he was. Where his trailer was. And they stopped me at the gate, and people recognized me, and they said, "Oh, Spatz, you're here to see Danny." And I said, "Well, yeah, but I got to take an order. I got to go knock on the door and get an order from him for food." And he said, "You really? You, Spatz?" And I go, "Yeah." And they said, "You're a fan of Danny Kaye's. You do him in the show sometimes." I go, "Yeah." And some people gathered around. They were employees there, and they said, "Why don't you do a Danny Kaye number for us?" I said, "Well, okay." And then I started doing the number, and more and more people gathered around. It was 30 to 40 people, and I started, singing, and I'm singing to them like they were like in front of the gated off area. And I'm singing to them like this, see, and his trailer was behind me, right? So I'm going dun 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 dun. When I was a lad, I was gloomy and sad as I was from the day I was born. When other babes wiggled and gurgled and giggled, I probably was lobby forlorn. My friends and my family looked at me clammily, thought there was something amiss. When others found various antics hilarious, all I could manage was this or this or this. My father, he shouted, he beat it and trotted his teeth on a wreath that I'll hand him. My mother, she cried as she rushed to my side. "You're a brute and you don't understand him." So they sent for a witch with a terrible twitch to find what the matter could be. She took one look at me and cried, "What else could he be but a jester? A jester. A jester, a funny ideal, a jester. No butcher, no baker, no candlestick maker, and me with a look of a fine undertaker impressed her. Where could I learn any carbuncle term that was not on a book on a shelf? No teacher to take me, to mold me or make me a merry man, fool, or an elf. But in no time at all I was proud to recall, with no other recourses but my own resources, with determination and proclamation. I made a fool of myself. I found a bow and arrow and I learned to shoot. I found a little horn and I learned to toot. And now I could shoot and toot. Aren't I cute? Oh, I started to travel to try and unravel my mind and to find a new chance. When I got to Spain, it was suddenly plain that the field that appealed was to dance. The Spanish were clamorous, but I wouldn't vanish. I learned every step that they planned. The first step of all wasn't hard to recall, but the first step of all was to stand and stand and stand. I was badly abused, but the king was amused that before his siesta he made me his justa. And I found out soon that to be a buffoon was a serious thing. As a rule, for a jester's chief employment is to kill himself under enjoyment, and a jester unemployed is nobody's fool. La-da-da-da-da-da. Now, here's what happened.
Let's hear it for Spatz. Let's have some applause there. That was great. Let's hear it for him.
I know. Yeah, but I'm ready for the asylum now.
That was great. So you did that for all your friends in Orlando.
Yeah, and they were all like, and near the end of the song, as I was doing them, it was like street theater. You know, like just like I used to hitchhike around Europe doing street theater when I was in my youth. So all of a sudden, near the end of the song, a guy breaks through the crowd behind me, and I didn't see him. This person coming, but I saw the eyes of the people in front of me, and their eyes were as like wide as saucers, and their mouths started to draw, and I thought that they were enjoying my performance, of course, you know. But no, it wasn't that at all. You see, what actually happened, I get one of these on the back of my shoulder, and I did a double take, and I went, you know. And it was Danny Kaye.
Danny Kaye himself watched your performance.
He was in a golf cart going by, and he overheard. He made the guy stop, and he got out, and he cut through the crowd. And it was not a big crowd, but anyhow, he cut through and taps me on the shoulder. I turn around. You know what he says to me?
What?
He says, you know, he says, if there's going to be a perfect fool around here, it might as well be me. And he says, I'm the fool. He said, and I said, that's a foolish thing to say. And he started laughing, and we started doing a fool thing back and forth.
Oh, that's great.
And then he said that was really fun. You know, and it was just an amazing thing. And then he left. It was just a fleeting thing that just happened within like about 20 seconds.
That's an amazing story, Spatz.
And as he left, and I was looking at him, it was 1982, and I just was, you know, I was doing like in my mind going Gleason, going humana, and my heart was going, oh my God, that's Danny Kaye.
Unbelievable.
I loved him like you loved him.
Yes, he was one of the greats. Absolutely.
When we were kids, remember,
Yes.
studying on the Riviera.
All those wonderful movies he made. And, of course, the song that you just sang for us was from The Court Jester.
Yes.
And that was also written by Sylvia Fine.
Yes.
Spatz, that's a great story. But before you leave, you've got one more song for us.
Yes.
And you're going to do it now. Bill Bailey, Won't You Please Come Home? One of the great ragtime numbers. And nobody does it like you, Spatz.
From Papa's Delicate
Absolutely.
Condition.
Let's hear it for
Gleason.
Spatz Donovan.
Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I'm on the all day long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. I know I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening? I drove you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb. I know I'm to blame. Ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, come on home. How about Jackie Gleason? Ain't nothing. Bill Bailey's coming home. I moan the whole day long. Do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. I know I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening? That's right, Norton. I drove you out. That's right, with nothing but a fine-tooth comb there, Ralph. I know I'm to blame, ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, come on, pow, zoom right to the moon. Sheesh, what a crouch. Sheesh. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I moon the whole day long, right down there in the New York sewer. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. I know I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening, Norton? Alice and Trixie drove us out. Nothing but a fine-tooth comb. I know I'm to blame, Ralph. Ain't it a shame? But Billy, come on home. John Wayne. Oh, won't you come home, Pilgrim? Won't you come home? I'm on the whole day long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. I know I done you wrong. Yeah, remember that rainy evening? I drove you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb. I know I'm to blame. It's a real McCoy. Come on home. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? This is Edward G. I'm on the whole day long, say. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent, say. I know I done you wrong. I remember that rainy evening I drove you out, say. With nothing but a fine-tooth comb. I'm gonna throw you in the East River. I know I'm to blame, ain't that a shame? Yeah, Little Caesar, say. Yeah. Where's my rabbit, Harvey? Come on home, Harvey. 7, 8 feet, 9 feet tall. Yeah, I'll do the cooking, Harvey. I'll pay the rent. I know, I done you wrong. I know I'm to blame. That's right, Gloria. Ain't that a shame? Well, gee willikers, come on home. Jimmy Durante. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I'm mowing the whole day long. Mrs. Calabash, I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. I know I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I drove you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb? Yeah, I know I'm to blame. Honey, ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Spatz. I know I'm to blame. Now ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please? Now, Bill Bailey, won't you please? Bill Bailey, please come
Well, that's our show for tonight. I want to thank my special guest, Spatz Donovan. Did you have fun tonight, Spatz?
I had so much fun that I want to just flap my arms and fly to the moon.
Very good. And let's hear it for the two mighty musicians, Sandy Renda and Mike Ganuzzi. And we close off our show with a song by another great composer, George M. Cohan. Give my regards to Broadway. Remember me to Herald Square. Tell all the gang at 42nd Street that I will soon be there. Whisper of how I'm yearning to mingle with the old-time throng. Give my regards to old Broadway and say that I'll be there ere long. Take it, Jimmy Cagney.
Give my regards to Broadway. Remember me to Herald Square. Tell all the gang at 42nd Street I will soon be there. Whisper how I'm yearning to mingle with his old-time throng. Oh, give my regards to old Broadway and say that I'll be there. Hello.
Just give our regards to old Broadway and say that we'll be there ere long. Good night.